Claude Cowork have just released a brand new feature that lets you use it from your phone, which means that you can build twice as quickly if you know exactly how to use it. So maybe we've got our coffees, we're locked in. Now, let's say that you and I are at the gym. We can't use Cowork. However, now with Claude Cowork Dispatch, we're now able to do this, which unlocks some pretty cool capabilities. And in this video, I'm going to show you the setup. I'm going to show you 3 good use cases that aren't generic, that are probably going to lean in mostly to the awesome benefits of using it on our phone. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to show you some really important things to know and some caveats so we can rock and roll with Claude Cowork. Great. So to set this up, you're going to head over to the Claude app and you're going to click on Cowork in the middle. And on the left-hand side, click on Dispatch. You will see a QR code or a link. You're going to get your phone. You're going to basically do this. You're going to need to download the Claude app on your phone. Now, when I downloaded this, I had to basically delete the app on the desktop app and reinstall it for it to appear. And it appeared in my app automatically. Then once you've done that, you will see something that looks like this, okay? And you can send it messages like, hey, how are you? Whatever message you want to, and then it'll appear right there. And you can see we're now chatting with Claude Cowork, which is awesome. So let's go through the first use case. So the first use case is we're out and about. Now, what's really cool about this, it lets us access any of our desktop files. So for example, let's say there was something important on your laptop. I could say something like, how about this? Hey, dude, there's a file on my desktop called youtube.md. It basically describes exactly how to scrape YouTube videos reliably when using Claude Code. Could you just confirm basically what that process is, please? Okay, great. So I've sent that off and it will now appear. So whether I'm at my laptop or not, I can now actually chat to every file on my computer. Important to bear in mind that your laptop needs to be open for this to work because it's actually kind of remote controlling in to your laptop. So now it's pulling up the file, which is cool. One thing that I did, by the way, here you can see is I say keep awake, which means that the laptop won't shut down. And then you got allow all browser actions. So you're not having to sit here manually approving it 24/7. Now you can see Cowork is asking for permission right there. So we're going to say, yeah, we're going to allow that. That's absolutely fine. Now it's going to pull up the file, and now I'm effectively grabbing and leveraging information from my computer, which I think is really cool. And when thinking about these use cases, it needs to be something that you couldn't just as easily do via ChatGPT, or, you could use, for example, Claude Bart or Gravity Claude to check things. But equally, I can now, because I've given access to Cowork to all of my connectors, I can ask it any question I want to with any of my apps. So this is now pulling up the file, and we'll see exactly if it's able to bring back all that key information from that document. Beautiful. And just like that, you can see here's what the youtube.md lays out, and it's got all the information. Really cool thing. You'll see that on a video coming out tomorrow. So first use case, we've identified that we can now access files remotely, and that could be anywhere when this works on. One interesting call out as well is that Dispatch seems to, at this stage, only have one chat window. So you can't spin these up in 17 different parallel conversations. So think of it as a kind of mini Claude bot of sorts that you can ask it questions. Now, I've connected here. If I click down here, you can see I can attach files and various different things. But I've connected to this loads of my own accounts like Notion and Gmail. So I should be able to ask it questions about things in my calendar, right? So I might say something like, hey there, dude, I've got some calendar appointments tomorrow. Could you just let me know what's on my diary for tomorrow, please? And send that one off. So I'm connected to Gmail. I'm connected to my Google Calendar. I can just ask it these questions, which is ace. So we can now test to see, does it have access to that? And not everybody has Gravity Claw or Claude Bot or Nemo Bot or the 50,000 different incantations that exist at the moment for that. So we can ask it for anything we want to. We've got my way in because, JR's on the cut right now. We're getting down for that birthday cut and for LA in April. And we've got email block, and then we've got the podcast with my man, Nick. One of the coolest places to hang out and learn about all the AI stuff, if I don't say so myself. So I'd love to see you over there. So cool. So we now validated we can basically use any of the connectors. I could then, if I wanted to, be at the gym and be like, hey man, add this to my to-do list. So for example, let's give it another test here. So I might say something like, let's come up and drop it a message. So I'll say, hey there, I completely forgot. Could you create a brand new Notion page called Jack's to-do list? And on that to-do list, could you just jot down 3 things? That I need to find a jiu-jitsu gym. I need to book more striking sessions, and also to donate some money to the English Springer Spaniel charity. Add an emoji per line as well, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. I'm going to send this one off there. Fantastic. So now we can also not only get this context, and bear in mind that we can stack these things together, right? So for example, I could say, go to my inbox, find all my actions, then take those actions and put it into Notion. Or I could do it for anything that I'm connected to. Maybe I've got a AI meeting note taker like Granola or something, and it will go ahead and do that and leverage it all together. So now it's asking for permission to go ahead and create a page. So I'm going to allow always for the session like so. And it will create a brand new page in Notion that we can check up and see those great actions locked in together. Okay, awesome. It's right there. Find Jiu-Jitsu gym, book Kling sessions. So obviously it didn't quite hear me, but that's pretty cool. We come down here and let's open this file up. Just like that, we've got the Jack to-do list, find Jiu-Jitsu gym, book King sessions, and donate money to English Springs Barrel charity. Very, very, very cool. But where this really comes to life is the fact that it can do browser-based automations. And why that's so important is because it's like, my last tech startup, I had a mantra, which is we will automate with you or through you, right? Because with browser automations, you can effectively do things that you can't access with an API. So now we're going to test it to do something in a browser that probably you couldn't do. So one of those things is like YouTube analytics, right? The ability to ask your YouTube channel certain questions. So we're going to give it a really interesting task here, right? I could ask it to create Google Sheets. I do anything that you want in the browser or even do research. So for example, I might say something along the lines of, I want you to head over to YouTube Studio and I'd like you to tell me what is the click-through rate on my latest video. Now, I should confirm for this to work in your browser, what you'll need to do is enable the Claude Chrome extension. And if it isn't actually locked in for you, Claude will prompt you and give you a link to open up and authorize it like so. And just like that, Claude's in your Chrome. Do we think that's a good thing? I think that's a very cool thing. So let's come back over to Claude Cowork now and have some interesting conversations. So it said that the Chrome extension isn't connected. So we're going to say, hey there, dude, could you try again? I have just connected it. Obviously, in reality, we'd be having this conversation on our phone, but it's worth setting up. And the other thing that's worth doing is linking Claude to your world. So Notion and Gmail and Calendar. Now, this is just one example with the browser automation, but think about this. Essentially, it's any activity that you would do at a browser. Think about that. That could be form filling, job applications. It could be scraping your competitors' websites. Obviously, we can use tools like Firecrawl with Gravity Claw and various different things. But effectively, anything you ever want to do at a website now, we can do remotely with Claude Remote Control, aka Dispatch. And I think what's really cool for me is what makes this really convenient is the fact that providing that your laptop is open, and we'll talk about a really interesting setup for that in a second, which I really want you to think about, is that it just makes it way more accessible to use because the reality is that we're not always sat at our laptop, right? Sometimes we're in a taxi, sometimes we're at the gym lifting weights. We could be doing a million different things, and this really unlocks some cool capabilities. And I just want to open up this tab for you. So this, by the way, is a different YouTube channel we use sometimes to put some of the videos from our community in there. It has a grand total of 1 view because it's not public, but you get the idea. So what's really interesting with this is it's opened it up and it's doing all these activities in the background, right? Which is really cool. So it's not finding it. So it should probably come back and say, hey, Jack, we have 0 views on this video, which is a bit crazy. But if you come back over now, it should do that for us. But from our point of view, we will never see any of this in our app. All we're doing is just working. And if you can see in the app, you may not be able to see it, but basically you just have this little symbol that says it's working in the background. So I could literally close my phone. I've asked it the question, and now Claude Dispatch is just going through my browser and doing anything. So one big takeaway here is think about any actions that you do on your phone, on your browser, and you can ask Claude Cowork to do that for you. So we can come down. Your latest video is Mastermind from March 16th, but there's no CTR data available because we haven't published it yet, which is cool. And it's given us the views and the impressions. And I'll tell you guys, I've built loads of content intelligence systems for my entire ecosystem, and it is a nightmare getting like data on your actual YouTube channel about average amounts of CTR. So you may want to know the relationship between how many views did you get and how many subscribers you can get. Well, we can do this now with Claude Cowork on the go. And that is like, really, really, it's like it creates new and unique circumstances and use cases that just didn't exist before. And for our third use case, we could even do something like this, right? Let's say we're out and about and we completely forgot to do our emails this morning. Well, what we could do is come over to Claude Cowork and say something along the lines of like, hey there, dude, I completely forgot. Could you just go through my emails that I've received so far today and just draft a response for me? I don't need to send anything, but just draft a response for me so that I have something to review. Then I can make a judgment call as to whether or not I send it. Okay, beautiful. Send that one off. Again, all on the phone, didn't touch a single thing, and then Claude Cowork can go ahead and do that. So Claude Cowork, the way that I see Claude Cowork, and you'll see this if you checked out the masterclass or the use cases video, is it is in a way a kind of AI personal assistant. You connect your world, you give it the data, and effectively it works with you. Think of the analogy as a co-worker, right? It's alongside you. You don't delegate, you kind of do it with. And I think it's very interesting because the amount of time that it saved me is really, really, it's impressive. It's enabled me to do lots of different things that I couldn't do before. Now, whilst this is doing it, I want to call out a couple of the limitations and how you can get around that to make you way more productive. Number one is that, again, it's one window maximum as of today. It should be available to all the pro users when this video comes out. I've got this one out hopefully pretty quickly after recording, but I've been told that it's coming out on the 18th of March. The third thing, though, is that your laptop does need to be open when using this. So one other option that you've got, and I'm actually going to Apple today to do this, but I'm buying a desktop at Apple. I've got this huge Windows thing. Don't judge me. I've got the Windows thing. Actually, so many users with our text-to-speech startup glider, right, want Windows. And Windows is coming, I tell you, because we've got some big updates coming. But what I'm doing is I'm getting a separate computer that is just going to be always on, like literally always on in the background, specifically for the purpose. And look, it's asking for permission right now. Let's just go ahead and allow that for the session. That's cool. Specifically for the purpose of this, that I can chat to it whenever I want to, that I can do Claude coding sessions whenever I want to. It's just so valuable to have something that's always on in the background. And so just bear those three things in mind. I think even if you have a laptop that's like 27 years old and has Windows, whatever the thing is, just have that open, plugged in, and just don't let it go to sleep. And you can use features like this when you're on the go, which I think is so freaking convenient. And just like guys that came back and did some stuff, I've anonymized it just so you can see, but look at this. Responding to a website builder company, responding to a browser extension tip. It's done 11 different things. And if I check my Gmail now, I should see all of those drafts responses. I'm going to take a very quick look. And it has, all of them have drafts in right now, which is crazy. And has it. And the cool thing, guys, it's even formatted it, which is great. And this one here, just basically saying, hey, I don't do this kind of thing. I don't take this, whatever it is, which is absolutely wild. So now we've understood exactly how to integrate this and use Claude Cowork wherever we are. The next thing that we need to do is master the platform. So you can take your productivity from this to Interstellar, and you can do that by watching this video right here.